Hello guys, it is Ryan Horton's Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 worst guns in Call of Duty history, in my opinion. So if you're against any of these, I do apologise. So coming up at number 10, we have the XPR-50. I think it is from Black Ops 2. There's a reason I didn't like this gun, is because it was so rapid fiery, it wasn't very powerful, and it shouldn't really even be a sniper. It should be one of those marksman rifles from Call of Duty Ghosts that they introduced just this year as a new class of weapons, which I think is what the XPR-50 should have really been. It's not a sniper, it's literally just the spray type of gun. It wasn't very powerful. It's quite hard to get kills, as you can see in this video. I was struggling a bit because it was hard to get the one-shot kill and everything, and that is pretty much why the XPR-50 is at number 10 on the list. Now on number 9, and coming up at number 9, we have the SVU from Black Ops 2 yet again. The reason I picked this gun is because it's pretty much the same as the XPR-50. It could have probably, they should really be in about the same position. It would have been the same either way. The reason is because it's just a rapid fire spray gun, not a sniper. If you want to make it a sniper, the sniper's meant to be accurate. You're meant to get one-shot kills on this thing. I had to take about 5-6 shots to kill an enemy. That's not what a sniper is. It's 1 or 2 shots at the most, depending where you shoot. Regardless of where you shot, unless it was the head, obviously, you just got nowhere with this gun. I found it horrible to use as a sniper. I couldn't really use it. It was just for people to like spraying the bullets really, and it was for people to crap at using snipers. It should be a marksman rifle. I don't know why they didn't put it as a marksman rifle. They should have done an update where this fucking gun wasn't on it. It's not the right type of weapon. It's just got the recoil on it's horrible. Everything's just about it's just not right, and that is why this gun is at number 9 on my list. So coming up at number 8, we have the gun, the FAD from Modern Warfare 3. This gun was terrible. You can see the stats. I couldn't get any gameplay because I had to unlock it because it's stupid. The accuracy on it wasn't too bad, but the damage on it was just terrible. You can see from the stats it's terrible. It's a level 70 gun. We need high damage, and it's got none of that. They just shot might as well have shot little mini peanuts at them. It was such a shocking gun. I couldn't use it. It was just worthless. It should have been like one of the first guns you unlock, really. I mean, those rates is average. I mean, not the damage isn't average. Apart from the damage, everything else is pretty good. But it's just God to earth awful. I didn't enjoy using it. I thought it was a shocking gun. They really need to go back to school some of these people and think about the stats, because the stats on some of these guns are wrong. I mean, the range on it isn't too good either. The fire rate, I agree with. It was a high rate of fire, brilliant. Thought it was going to be good. No, it's rubbish. That is why the FAD is at number 8 on my list. Right, coming in at gun number 7, we have the F2000 from Modern Warfare 2. I do apologise, I couldn't get any gameplay from it because the stupid unlocks. I just couldn't be bothered unlocking this horrible gun, to be honest. I've unlocked it online, but it's can't be bothered going online. Reason, the gun was impossible to control every time you shot it. The recoil was just too high. I think that's how you put it. It's too high. You couldn't really get any kills with it very well. It was one of my worst weapons, and again, level 60 to unlock it, and you just get an absolute disappointment and embarrassment of a gun, which is just a joke, to be honest. I mean, if they're making all these guns, I swear they saved the best. The best are like the first ones, then like the later ones was absolutely crap, and that is my personal opinion of this gun. There was nothing special about it. It just ruined everything about Modern Warfare 2's guns. Probably the worst Modern Warfare 2 gun, I'd say, unless there's one that I've not spotted and you guys can tell me. But that is why the F2000 is number 7 on my list. So coming up at gun number 6, we have the HS-10, I think it is, from Black Ops 1. I didn't like this gun for about 100 reasons. After it made it look pretty cool when you had it dual wheel, because like you could control some tank thing. But apart from that, the gun just wasn't a very good shotgun. The range on it was too poor. I couldn't really get very many kills with it. It's not as much as a weak gun. Didn't like to use it. Didn't like the feel of it. It wasn't my type of thing. It's good, alright for zombies, I suppose, but it's not really good for multiplayer in my opinion. It was just too how'd you put it? It doesn't look like a shotgun. It's not like a shotgun type weapon in my opinion. It doesn't really look like. It looks like one of those big tanky turret things that like a rocket launcher or a big huge LMG at the end of it. That'd been pretty awesome. But no, they had to make a stupid shotgun out of it. It just didn't match the design very much, and I just didn't enjoy using the gun, and it's made it very hard for me to use as a gun. And that is why the HS10 is at number 6 on my list. Coming up at number 5, we have the WA2000 from Black Ops 1 yet again. The reason I absolutely hated this gun is because the way it looked for starters, like a big chubby cardboard box on the pitch, and it just doesn't attract a sniper. The amount of shots you have to take to kill an enemy is just unbelievable. I couldn't stand using the gun for 20 seconds. It was just horrific. I'm on bots for God's sake, and I can't even use the gun pop because the aiming's awful as well. There's too much sway on this sniper as well. You couldn't quick scope with it prop because you'd never get a one-shot kill ever. It's like the sniper of Doom, to be honest. Probably the worst one, the second, third worst sniper, because the snipers on Black Ops 1 weren't really that good, to be honest. Most of them were pretty damn awful and lacked in a bit of oomph. However, the best sniper is obviously the intervention Modern Warfare 2, because that's had the perfect everything. It had good accuracy, good damage, just simple to use, and no one had a problem with it. But that is pretty much why this crappy, horrible looking piece of crap was at number 5 on my list. Hated it. Now this is where it gets quite serious. If you're in the top 4, you really aren't. You're lacking everything. Coming up at number 4 anyways, the Cap 40. This gun was just so bad. Just a horrible thing to use. The bullets and ammo and everything was shocking. The damage was so bad. The rate of fire was too much. You couldn't aim with the thing. It was just so bad to use. I hated it. It's just a complete waste of the weapon. I couldn't even use the goddamn thing in any matches. I've never used the gun in my life apart from today basically, and probably in one multiplayer game, because how bad it is. The ammo is just nothing. It drains, like you shoot it, that's it, gone, done. Probably kill an enemy or two with it a push, while with like any other gun you can kill a good few enemies. Like the B23R is a pretty good pistol. No, the Cap 40 ruins my life. Hated it, couldn't use it, just a waste of a gun. They need to severely go back to school with that gun. That's a shocking weapon. That is why Cap 40, you're most deservingly at number 4 on my list. Coming in at weapon number 3, we have the Executioner. This was an absolute embarrassment of a weapon. It had no range whatsoever. You could probably use it in a bot game like I could do here. It was not too bad, I suppose. The ammo capacity is poor. The reload speed, don't even get me started of how slow it is. It took forever for me to reload that gun in this gameplay. I couldn't get a kill properly. I had to keep reloading my gun because the shooting was rubbish. It's meant to be a high damage revolver. No, it's just a piece of rubbish, to be honest. Hated the gun. I hated it so much. I want it to die right now. And I'm telling you, if you're in the top 3 gun, this is really how bad some of these guns can get. The thing was just awful. I couldn't bear to look at it, to be honest. Every time I see someone using it, I'm thinking, are you okay? Are you on drugs? Do you need any help? Because that's how bad it was. The execution on zombies isn't too bad because it's actually usable, because it actually probably got good things about it, but no, it was just a sucker of a weapon on multiplayer, and that is why it is number 3 on my list. Right, coming up at gun number 2, we have the Mac 11 or 12, can't remember which one it was, from Black Ops 1. This gun was the worst, one of the worst guns ever, obviously. Reason, use it dual wield, as you can see in the video. You can't get any kills with it. It's virtually impossible. You have to be like ridiculously close, or you have to be mad to even use this gun dual wield. You can't aim with it properly. I didn't like it single either. It was just really weak and it lacked everything. It didn't have anything good about it. Worse than the Cap 40 for only that reason. No aiming whatsoever. You couldn't aim with the gun. Really weak, never used, really unpopular. I've never seen on Black Ops 1 multiplayer game. This was probably like no one uses this gun. Probably 1 in 100 games this gun might appear. Some dickhead might be using it, which I'm thinking, what are you doing with your life? Because that gun clearly doesn't have any standards. It's just a stupid waste of time, and it just deserves to be number 2 on this list. Just crap gun overall. I'm sure a lot of you agree with me, unless you don't agree. And if you comment this out, you can tell me why you really don't agree with me. If you do, I'm happy for more opinions, but that is why, to be honest, the Mac 11 is on number 2 on this list, which you want to be in. Right, we've had all the bad guns, but nothing can be compared than the Dragoon. This gun was the worst gun ever, and especially on Black Ops 1. It had absolutely nothing. Not a sniper gun, looked ugly, never used, just really weak. It took me about too many shots to kill it. I didn't like play with it. No one did. This is probably a general public opinion that the Dragoon is probably the worst gun ever made. I just never used it, because what's the point of making these bad guns if no one's going to use them? I don't understand. The stats are a lie, because it clearly doesn't have a lot of damage, range, accuracy. The accuracy on the lens is poor. You can't see your aiming properly because the crosshairs are poor, and everything's just it's just I can't even say any words for this gun. It's just too bad. I hated it. It needs to just get taken off every game. But on Black Ops 1 it was the worst. It lacks everything in that game, and it just needed to be there on that list. It had to be number 1. It's just, I couldn't put it any less. It was just impossible. But it deserved to be number 1. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you for watching.